Good morning, guys. So, any doubts before I start the session? Good morning, guys. Any doubts before I start the session? Let me start the session. Right. Guys, you are able to see my screen, right? Let us start the session. Now, so till yesterday, we have seen the basic ways of building a view. Now, let us start the next topic, nested dimensions. So, what are nested dimensions? Let me explain. Here, when I'm taking segment-wise sale, when I'm taking segment-wise sale, now I am looking at the segment-wise sale. Now, what is that I'm doing? I am bringing one more dimension and I'm keeping the dimension next to the existing dimension. That means here, placing one dimension inside the another dimension. I already taken a segment, in that I am keeping region. So now we are calling it as nesting of dimensions. Placing one dimension inside the another dimension is nothing but nesting of dimensions. So how the view will be divided? Under consumer, for example, in the data, when I'm not taking, for the consumer, in total the sale is happening like 11 lakhs or something. When I'm bringing another dimension, when I'm placing that, how that 11 lakh sale happened between these four regions, those details are coming here. Clearly, the data is getting divided between these three, this dimension field members, what you have taken as. And you need to observe one thing, for consumer, all the regions are repeating. That means for these segments in all these regions, they are having the sales. Now, let me take one more example where I'm taking category. How many subcategories are there in total? If you remember the number, we are having in total 17 subcategories. Guys, and one more thing, if any power cut issues are there, I will join within 2 minutes. I'll join with mobile data. Okay. Don't go off from the meeting. So now, when I'm taking category and subcategory, is every subcategory is getting repeated between categories? No, because under whichever category the subcategories are giving the sales, only those subcategories are getting listed under the category that I'm taking. When I'm not taking any subcategory, I'm having 3 categories. My business is handled between these 3 categories. Now, when I'm having, now when I'm bringing my subcategory here, you're able to see this, right? Now, here I'm having this category. All the 17 subcategories are not repeating for each of the category that I'm having. Why this is happening? Because you can understand the hierarchy, right? Under this category, under this furniture, only limited subcategories are offering the products. That is how you are getting this data arrangement or data segregation. Okay, but here in the case, for every segment that you are taking, all the regions, even let me take subcategory where you are having these 17, right? Now, if you can see, for each of the segment that I'm having, all the subcategories are getting repeated. Okay. So now here I placed one dimension inside the another dimension. Then this is called one level nesting. How many number of dimensions? 2 dimensions. That means one level of nesting you are performing. If you are taking n dimensions, n minus one level of nesting you can do in Tableau. Now what? Let us see the scenarios. Display year-wise, quarter-wise total profits. So that is by default, you are having that hierarchy in the dates. So that is why no need to drag another. Of course, along with year, you can take another dimension. Even when I expand this, it is taking that space and all this year, quarter, and along with the region is coming the data. And here I'm taking the sales. So this is called nesting of dimensions. Now here, if you see under 2019 for this quarter one, the sales are happening in these 4 regions. So that is the data that you are getting here. When you want, for example, I don't know, for each of the region I'm getting the sales. That is fine. But at 2019 quarter one level, what is the total sale I'm getting? That means which portion to be added here, guys? Guys, you are with me on this, right? Everyone is doing right. Now here, when I'm having 2019 year, quarter, and region. 2019 quarter one, each region is giving this much sale. That is fine. At region level, I'm able to see. But at 2019 quarter one, how much in total this quarter one is giving how much? To know that, go to this analysis tab. You are able to see this analysis tab, right? When you go to this analysis tab, here come to this point, total. So when you are going for this total, now here you are able to see, right? Here, what is that you want to show? Here, just simple understanding, right? When you are having only one dimension, is the view is getting further divided? No, one dimension, one measure, the view is coming clearly. When I go to this analysis, when you are going for this totals, here something is not getting activated. What is this? Add all subtotals. Now in sheet 2, if you come back, when you go to these totals, add all subtotals got activated. Why? Because here multiple dimensions is adding portions in the view. These portions are called panes. This is your table, total table. Even this is your total table. Under that, you are having some segregations or separations in the data, in the view. This is called a pane, guys. Now, what is that I'm looking for? I'm looking for totals of I'm adding all subtotals. Now, see, when I add all subtotals, at the quarter one level, how much I'm getting? In total for 2019, how much I'm getting? You're able to see, right? What is it I'm showing here? Again, if I go to analysis, if I go to totals, show column grand totals, means again at the end, you are getting the grand total. Total value is how much? Why am I unable to see values for these totals? Because of this font issues. I haven't taken anything to the label, but still I can go to the label window because this is giving me the measure values. That means these sale values. That is why directly going to the label, this is not activated, guys. Why this is not activated? Because I haven't added. Give me 1 minute. Here, I haven't added anything to the label. That is why this text box is deactivated. Now, directly I am going to this font. I am just decreasing the font size. Now, are you able to see the values? In total, I'm having 22,97,000. What is this 22,97,000, guys? Let me take another sheet. I'm not taking anything, guys. I'm just simply taking sum of sales and dropping in the text. What is the total value? Total value that Superstore is getting is this much. This 22 lakhs, how it got divided between 2021 quarter 3, this much you are getting. 2022 quarter 1, this much you are getting. In total, for all these 4 years and for all these 4 years, for all these 16 quarters, For all these regions, this is the sale that you are getting. Yes. Now you are clear, right? Now this is the scenarios are all about this only. Now let us see the scenarios. What is nesting of dimensions? Display category wise, subcategory wise, segment wise, number of customers. Can you do this? I think you can do this. These are very similar sort of scenarios, guys. And one more point. Here, I am taking subcategory wise sum of sales, right? I am going to this worksheet. And here I'm asking this in the worksheet. I'm selecting show summary. When I'm taking the show summary option, from where I got this, under this worksheet, here I'm having one option called show summary. Audio not coming? Guys, is my voice not clear? Any disturbance from my end, guys?
No.
Any echo, any disturbance? No, right? Please rejoin, guys.
Nothing,
Now
nothing, ma'am. You are clear.
Yes, right. Now, what is that I'm showing here? I have taken the option of summary from the worksheet. What is this option? This option is giving me what is the total count that you are showing? What is the sum of sale that you are showing in the view? What is the average of sale? What is the minimum sale that you got? Like this, some information about the view is now here, 1 second. Now here, I'm going to this option. You are having here drop down, right? Now, if you see which one it is showing by default, all these values, median, average, sum, minimum. Now, even if you want to show something, just show something. If you don't want to show something, then don't show that. Don't select that option. Okay. So this is how you can show the summary of the view. Now, let me go to the scenarios one more time. Display category wise, subcategory wise, segment wise, number of customers. I think you can do this, right? Category wise, subcategory wise, segment wise, number of customers. How to get number of customers? Customer ID. I am bringing and found distinct of customer ID. So if you want to bring this to here, you can bring this. Already you brought your customer ID. This is your dimension. And you have taken measure on your dimension. The same you want to repeat for some of this color coding or something, you want to add it to marks card. Then just click on this, hold your control shift, then duplication of this field will be coming. Now you can add it to the marks card. If you don't add anything, only when you are holding your shift button or control button, and when you are bringing directly whatever is there in the columns, that will be coming. Don't do that. Hold your control shift. Now bring that. Then a copy of that will be coming. Okay. Now. So I'm not explaining all these scenarios. Guys. Display category wise, segment wise, total order quantity, display ship mode wise. Guys, if in any scenario, if you see department wise, market wise, so those scenarios added based on the superstore UK data or superstore EU data. Tableau will offer data sets for US, UK. Some data sets, different data sets are available, guys. Based on that, I have taken the fields. If you are not having this field, replace that with any other one and use and solve the scenario base. Do I need to solve all these scenarios? These are very straight scenarios. Display country wise, state wise, city wise, count of orders. One minute, guys. Country wise, state wise, city wise, number of orders. And here I have one question, guys. Here if you see, sorry, guys, it's always better to mute yourself other than if you are not having any scenario questions, please mute yourself, guys. And here I have one requirement, guys. Of course, I'm able to see that one country data is available in this data set. That country name is coming here. And here the state name is coming as the state is having more than these states. Only once the statement is, so the state value is coming. What is my requirement here? As this is not looking as feasible output for me, I want the state name to be repeated for every row that it is coming, even the country name. Even the country name. How to do that? Just remember this question. We'll solve that later. I'll show you for sure. Display segment, subcategory wise, segment wise, mean of sales. I'm not doing these scenarios, guys. Okay, you just try these scenarios, very straight scenarios. I'm explaining the next concept called small multiples. So what is small multiples? Let me explain. Here, again, I'm taking sub segment. I'm taking sales. I'm taking region. If I drop the region here next to the dimension, then this is called nesting of dimension. Instead of dropping here, if I drop my region next to the measure, then what is this called? This is called small multiples. Segment-wise sum of sales, segment-wise sales for each region. Segment-wise sum of sales for each region. Yes or no? So this is called small multiples, guys. You are dividing your view based on small multiples. What is the small multiples it is taking? The dimension that you have taken into the columns is dividing the view per pane, per that dimensional field member. For example, for each region, for central, what is that value that is coming? Of course, this is also giving you the same. But here, just the representation, the way that you are representing is changing. The underlying data will change, guys, with the way that you are presenting your dimensions. No, the underlying data will not change. Either you take like this, under segment for this central region, you are getting 2,52,000 sales. Even if you are bringing here, under consumer segment, for this central, you are getting 2,52,000. It will never change. This is small multiple dimension. Now here, what is it I have done to design this, guys? I have taken segment, I have taken sales, I am taking region, and where I'm dropping? I'm trying to drop in the columns, but I'm trying to drop here. Under columns, I want to drop here. Is Tableau allowing me to drop here? No. Even if you are having 100 dimensions like this, all the 100 dimensions will come first, then the single measure, even if you are having single measure, that one measure will come in the last. Why Tableau is taking that? Again, the general common sense terms, guys. When you are going to any shop, will your mother says bring 1 kg of sugar, 1 kg of rice, or she'll say 1 kg, 2 kg, 5 kg, and then she'll say about the dimensions or the products that she requires. First, whatever that you are looking at, first they will mention, they'll talk about the header. Yes or no? First, the topic or the data is all about the dimensions. What is your measure, guys? The measure is total sale value. What is your dimension? How each and every dimensional field member, how it is slicing and dicing your measure. One minute, guys. Again, 1 minute. హలో హలో అండి మా పాప శ్లోక వస్తుంది కిందకి కొంచెం వెయిట్ చేయరా ఎల్ఎంపి దగ్గర పాప ఎక్కుతుంది శ్లోక కొంచెం వెయిట్ చేయరా వస్తుంది వస్తుంది తప్పదు పో I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. Now here. Okay. Now here. So when you are taking your dimensions, even if you are having 100 dimensions, all the dimensions will be placed left to your measure, not right to your measure. Okay. So that is about nesting of dimensions. Then when I'll go with nesting of dimensions, when I'll go with small multiples. Again, the feasibility of the output, the decision whether to go with the nesting of guys. Whether to go with nesting of dimensions or small multiples. Now, when I'm dividing like this, here we are having the scenarios like, let me show you the scenario. Display subcategory wise profits in each category. So, when you are taking, so here when per category in each segment, so when the scenario is like that, in each category means this one to be divided as a small multiple dimension. Then here, for example, state-wise, category-wise, customer count per year. For example, here they are asking category-wise, state-wise, number of customers. I am taking number of customers per each year. For each year. So bring your order date and here I am placing. Now, as I have taken into the simple text table, here it is coming like this. But where you are keeping that? Under the columns to divide the view into small multiples. Yes or no? So this is called small multiples. In the small multiples, am I able to take nesting of dimensions also? Yes, I am absolutely able to take nesting of dimensions. Then let me show you one more scenario. Here, I am taking category-wise, segment-wise, sales for each region and what? For each year. Nesting of dimensions along with multiple small multiples. Here, for example, how to understand this view. Now, if you see this, if I take this as entire view, if I can take this as entire view, might be in some cases, it is not fit to the width that is available. Then in such case, based on that, even you can choose it for fit height. Then it will fit the height vertically and this scroll bar will be coming for this horizontal representation. Now what? Under each region for the year, under each region, for example, under East for the year 2019, for the year 2020, 2021, 2022. Again for the region for the years. Again under small multiples, again the next level of small multiples, nesting of dimensions along with small multiples is coming here. Okay. So in this way also you can present your data. Now these scenarios are also very straight scenarios, guys. You can try these scenarios. Display state-wise, category-wise, customers count per year. Now you can do this. Display year-wise, quarter-wise, month-wise, day-wise, average discounts per category and segment. Can you do this? Which one to be kept under columns? Which one to be kept under rows? Year, quarter, month, and day will be kept under rows. I'm taking category and segment under columns. Yes or no? The picture will be coming to your mind, right? So which one you are keeping? What is rows? Where? What is this column? So which is having first rows is in the first place or columns is in the first place? That understanding you are having, right? Now, display country-wise, state-wise, city-wise, maximum profits in every month and region. Can you do all these scenarios, guys? Nesting of dimensions and small multiples. Very straight scenarios. That is why I'm not wasting time on this.
Ma'am, can you please show where the scenarios were placed in the portal? I didn't find while I was browsing.
You have joined today?
No, I've joined, but I didn't.
Okay, sorry.
navigate
Here,
to the
you
portal.
registered Rayapati Analytics?
Yes,
You registered?
yes.
Did you log in into that page? At least
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah, I logged in,
logged in
but
like
I
this,
couldn't
right?
locate. Yeah.
You logged in like this. Then, are you able to access these folders? Tableau free live sessions, July morning batch, and first 2 weeks. Are you able to access these two folders?
Yeah.
This one, first 2 weeks. Then click
Ma'am,
on
by any chance, are you showing that on your
no
screen?
here. Click on this first 2 weeks.
Ma'am, you are only sharing the dashboard basically. I think you have not said all these things. Only your dashboard is visible. Like tableau dashboard.
Oh, 1 minute, 1 minute.
Yeah,
I'm
because
so
you have said
right from the beginning, it is happening.
No,
When
no,
I'm
you
looking
were.
for- now,
Yeah, now it's
Yes,
visible. Yeah.
now it's visible.
oh, I'm so sorry. So now, right from the beginning, you are not seeing the scenarios.
Yes, yes.
No, we
That-
can.
Arey yaar,
No,
pehle bata-
scenario. No. I mean, the Tableau desktop, whatever workings you were doing, we were able to see.
that
Just
is
that.
fine. But
No,
when she is switching
we
the
are
screen,
talking
that
about this browser.
we
No,
are not
we
seeing.
didn't.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, guys. ऐसा कुछ हुआ तो like tell me before starting the session, guys. Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Now here you are able to see this, right? First 2 weeks. First 2
Yeah.
weeks, you will have this access to these two folders, guys. Go to this first 2 weeks. Under that, you are having week 1 and week 2 like this.
Mm-hmm.
Go to week 1, come down like this. Here, you are able to see week 1 scenario.
Got it.
Okay?
Yeah, got it.
Please.
Thank you.
Yes, yes, guys. Guys, I'm not doing this small multiples and nesting of dimension scenario. Guys, why? Because very straight scenarios, you'll take hardly 5 minutes to complete these 10 or 15 scenarios. Why? Because most important topics needs to be covered. Okay, is that fine?
Yeah,
Everyone? Yes, right?
Ma'am, one question I have right now. I mean,
Yes,
when
tell
we
me.
were discussing about the nested and the multiple scenarios. So, I mean, is there any specific place where we need to use the multiple and the place where we use the
No such like that is what I'm saying. The decision making will be yours only.
yeah.
What is the capability that Tableau is able to give us? That
decision?
why? Because specific to the view, specific to the scenario, the final decision will be taken. It is not one such scenario that when I will go with this, when I will go with that. Again, we can understand something like when you are having huge amount of data, rather showing in multiple layers like this. Again, the same view, if I keep like this, the multiple layers of the data is coming here. Rather taking like this, can I use the space that is available vertically also? Here, this space is empty.
Yes.
This sheet space is empty. If I use this space, then is it giving me any feasible output? Can I have some insightful outputs? So that decision, how you will become BI means the decision making, the way you present your data, and what is that you are giving your data. There is one statement, whether you know this or not, I don't know, but I'm introducing that statement to you. Dashboards real estate is very costly. What is meant by dashboards real estate is very costly? The amount of space that is there on your dashboard is very, very, very limited. How you are presenting your data, how effective your dashboard is giving those insights to the end user, that all defines that dashboard. What is a perfect dashboard? It is not that dragging and dropping your fields and presenting your data. No, this is not as these are not the outputs that the person is expecting. There are outputs that you need to show. What are those outputs and what is that? What are those calculations and level of detail views that we will learn. As of now, we are simply looking at how to drag and drop the fields. That's it. Okay. Again, that is how you will become a BA developer. Trust me, with BA, you will have like, I can't say that, I can't show you the right, like the path, and even I can't show you the end point. But trust me, come along with us, then you will reach to one point where your future will be like in. I'm not saying like only just to learn Tableau. Even if you join this course, even if you don't join this course, that is up to you. But don't leave this path. That is what I'm saying. Like if you are not good at coding, that is fine. But understand the data, learn BA tool, learn some ETL tool, just complete your, after 3 or 4 years, just complete your data analytics. Then your job will be secured for next 10 years. After that, don't work. See, whatever that you want to earn in this phase only. Then after, once you cross your 50 or 45, don't work on software. If you work after 50, you will die. That is for sure.
Yeah, that is definitely.
That is what I'm saying. If hours together, if you sit on your machines, then you will die for sure. One day, very early. So work till 50, till that time, earn like in multiple folds. Like now you are at some 11 or 12 lakhs package. Complete your Tableau, go for 20 or 24 lakhs of package. Learn ETL, go with 35 or 36 lakhs of package. Go with your data analytics, reach to the point 48 to 50 lakhs of package. Are these packages available in India? No question, guys. These packages are readily available. Not I'm saying that within future you will get. No. Readily, these packages are available in the market. Again, I'm saying, don't trust my words. Keep your resume, keep an ETL tool, keep on your Tableau or some other BI tool. Then look how many calls you are getting and what is the package you are getting. Okay. So again, I'll not say these words, but that is what I want to say. Be a data analyst. If you are not good at what you call coding, if you are good at coding, choose your end game will be data science based. End in mind. Again, I'm saying end in mind. The reach point will be data science, where you will be learning Python and all this. If you are not good at that, learn statistics, learn data analytics, and work till 50. That's it. Now, I'm saying the next concept, guys. Now, what is the next concept I'm saying? Individual access. So what is this individual access? Now, here, my simple requirement I'm explaining this. I'm not into the scenarios, guys. Let me explain my simple requirement. What is my requirement? I am having subcategory wise sales. Now, my end user or the client is asking me, he wants subcategory wise profits also. He wants to see subcategory wise sales as well as subcategory wise profits. Then what is it you will do? Will you develop another sheet and you are presenting your profit and you are taking these 2 sheets into the view? But if you are having your data in 2 separate sheets, will that relative comparison, what is meant by relative comparison? Let me go back to sheet 8 only. Here I'm having this sales. The next to the sales, if I can see what is the profit that I am offering, what is the profit that I am getting for this much of sale? What is that I'm doing? This is my another measure. What is that I'm doing? I'm directly bringing and dropping next to the existing measure. Then where you need to observe the changes. When I'm dropping the second measure, you need to look at this marks cards. You need to look at this marks card and you need to look at this view here, the axis also. Of course, the view will change obviously when you get your another measure. Now see, I'm bringing second measure and I'm dropping here. Then what is that it is happening? Till this time, you are having one marks card, whatever that you want. Even for example, I'm taking out this. For example, I want to talk about the subcategory labels. I want to bring the subcategory sales to the color. Whatever that you are doing, this is getting reflected to the measure or the bars that you have taken in the view. But now, let me show you the scenario where when I'm bringing profit one more time, when I'm bringing more than one measure, then see, you are getting two separate marks cards. If you click on this, then you're along with this all marks card, the default marks card. Why we are getting the default marks card? Here, when I go to the sum of sales marks card, whatever the changes that I'm doing here will get applied to this part of the view. And whatever the changes that I'm doing at the sum of profit marks card, the changes will get reflected at this end. But when I go to this all marks card, and when I change this, 1 second. So when I go to this all marks card, now whatever the changes that I'm doing here will get applied to the view entirely, whatever that you are having. And again, why we call this as individual axis? What is the topic that I'm discussing here, guys? I'm talking about individual axis. So what is meant by individual axis? When you are bringing, I'm taking out this profit one more time, guys. Here, what is that your measure will brings you? Any measure will brings you the axis, yes or no? Now I'm bringing profit one more time. Is it giving me the separate axis for this or not? Individual axis is coming for the view or not?
Yes.
So this is called individual axis. Now see, I'm going to sum of sales marks card. Now what is that I'm doing? I am bringing sales to the label. Where the labels are coming? The labels are coming only to the sum of sales. Now, I'm going to sum of profit. This time, I'm bringing subcategory label. Where this label is coming? Here the label is coming. Now, I'm going to this marks card. Sorry, all marks card, the default marks card. Now, I'm adding subcategory to the color. Where you are getting the color? To these two bars. If I don't take this, if I go to sum of sales, if I'm adding sales to the color, then where you are getting coloring, guys? Only to the sales bars. Again, I go to profit. This time, I'm adding subcategory to the color. What is the coloring you are getting? Separate color for separate view. But if I don't take this coloring here, directly I am going to this all marks card and I'm adding subcategory to the color. Then all these bars, the two bars that we are getting for sales and profit are getting the same color. Okay. Even if you want to change it, this bar chart, I'm changing it to shape. By default, when you select the shapes, you will get these halo shapes, halo circles. Now I'm changing it to stars. Even I'm increasing the size. Okay. Sum of profit, I'm directly going, I'm selecting it as square or something else. Okay. Whatever the changes that you want to do, are you able to do at that particular marks card level or not? This is called individual axis. Now, can I bring one more measure here? What is that I'm doing? I am bringing sum of order quantity. Am I able to? Now, what is that it is happening? Whatever the view that is having, whatever the space that it is having, it got divided between the three views or the three measures that I'm having. Yes or no? Am I able to? Am I able to? Then till what point do I need to take like this? This is uncountable, guys. Even how many number of measures you are taking, that you can take, guys. But end of the day, one thing we need to keep in mind. What is that? The feasibility, or this output is giving any, this view is giving you any meaningful output or not. That you need to keep in mind. That you need to keep in mind, and you need to and again, what is the one point we need to remember? For each of the measure that you are adding, one marks card will be added. Is this the same case when I'm adding more than one dimension? No. When you are adding more than one dimension, the view is dividing between the dimensions. So, but the measure is, as the measure is the only one, now here single marks card. Only with the number of measures that you are bringing in, the number of marks cards are increasing. Just remember the statement, guys. For each of the measure that I'm bringing, I said that one marks card will be added. Again, I'll change my statement. This statement will go wrong in 5 minutes. Okay. Now here, what is that? I want to show you one more thing. As of now, just I can show that this is possible, but I'm taking it as bar chart. I'm just decreasing the size, guys. Now even I'm taking out subcategory from the color. Now this is fine. This is the normal view that we have developed. Now I'm taking out region, guys. Even I'm bringing, I'm taking out subcategory. I have brought region. Why we are getting like this, guys? Why we are getting like this? Let me show you.
We labeled subcategories.
Here subcategory is there in the label. Now here, what is that I'm doing? I am bringing category and I'm dropping here. Is nesting of dimensions with individual axis is possible? Yes, it is possible. I'm taking this dimension, I'm dropping next to the measures. Is small multiples with individual axis is possible? Yes, it is possible. Yes or no? Now, here, this is about individual axis, guys. Now, let us look at the scenarios. Display category-wise sales and profits. Can you do this? Yes. Try building the views for individual axis with sales and profit using any of 2 dimensions of your choice and observe the changes. So what is the changes, guys? When you are taking your dimension, what is basically a dimension, guys? What is base? I'm taking this measure sum of sales price. What is the total sale value of Superstore? 22,97,000. Now, I am bringing region and I'm dropping in the rows. The 22,97,000 is divided between these 4 regions. That means dimension is nothing but slicing and dicing of your data. Slicing and dicing of the data will happen with the dimensions that you are bringing. But when you are bringing your measure, is sum of sales is to do something with your profits? Of course, relatively that value will be there. But will this slice and dice your another measure? One measure will slice and dice another measure? No, this is an individual field. This is an individual field. When you are bringing your dimension for this measure, then it is slicing and dicing the data. The same way, when you are having more than one dimension, is it changing? Is the marks card is changing? The view is changing. Of course, the view will change, but it is not affecting your marks card. When marks card will get affected? When you are involving more than one measure. Yes, right? Now let us look at the scenarios. Try representing individual axis for subcategory wise sales, profit, order quantity. I think you can do this. Individual axis representation for ship mode wise, segment wise, number of customers and number of orders. Guys, you can do this, right? Now I'm not doing this. I'm doing this scenario, guys. Year wise, min of sales, max sale, sum sale, average sale. Try representation in different chart types. So what is that they are asking here? Let me take. They are saying subcategory wise, I'm taking sales. I got my marks card. I have my marks card. Whatever that I want to do, I can do this. But Again, if I bring the same measure here, will it gives another marks card or the same existing marks card, guys? My question, if I bring the same measure one more time, will it be same marks card or new marks card will be added?
New marks.
Yes, right? I don't know what is that you want to do with this sum of cells. I don't know what is that you want to do with this sum of cells. Then obviously you need two sum of cells, right? To separate, even you are taking it same aggregation level, even you are taking the same measure, but what is that you want to do out of this? That is our own individual's choice. That is why for each of the measures, even the same measure, if you are taking for 100 times, you will get separate marks card for each of. Then what? I want sum of cells. The first I'm showing sum of cells. Then I'm right clicking on this. This time I'm taking average of cells. And again, I'm going to the next sum of cells. I'm going to this. And this time I'm changing it to max of sum of cells. And this time I'm going to this and I'm going to this and I'm taking this min of sum of cells. When I click on the T, then you are getting the values. So when you want to present the data after sum of cells, I want to show max of sum of cells, then drag it like this. Okay. So you can take it for the same measure, different aggregations. You can take that and you are taking this and again taking different chart types that we know, right? For example, here I'm taking shape and I'm going to this sum of cells. I'm taking it as square. This one, you know, I'm not doing this. Okay, if you want to take not map, a simple text table. Then again, why we are getting ABC? Because here you have taken it to the view. That is why you are getting the axis. Here you have taken it as text. Now bring your sum of cells. What is that you want to show here? You want to show the text as average of cells. The aggregation also to be changed here in the. Okay. This is about individual axis, guys. Now, just take 1 minute break, guys. 1 minute break. Why? Because I am talking about something called blended axis. Okay. Let us talk about blended axis. But just
Ma'am, one
yes.
question.
Yes.
If we go for the interview and interviewer asks for the what is the the individual axis, so we can say that now for each and every measures we are getting this the axis is divided into the separate
Into the number of measures that you have taken in the view.
view. That is the definition, right?
That is the definition. Why you need more than one measure in the view? For relative comparison.
Relative comparison.
Yes. Yes, obviously when for this much of cell, what is the profit that I'm getting? For this much of cell, what is the profit that I'm getting? Relative comparison.
So, ma'am, can you just open that the last scenario which you have built, like mean, max, and every this one? So, can you just convert into the bar graph first of all?
Yeah,
then,
sure.
Yeah. Yeah. So, what my concern is here? We are showing first of all we are showing the sales, max of sales and average of sales and minimum of sales. How we can derive the output conclusion from this? Like category wise we have given, right? So maximum of sale. So here in the maximum of sale category, how we can conclude? Like,
guys, see, when you are talking about different aggregations here, what is that you are showing? On the sale, as a total, I'm getting this much. But when I'm taking the average, I'm getting this much only. What is that it is giving me? Here, this average is giving me this much only. That means more number of sale transactions involved here. Rather having high volume of amounts, it is involving more number of, obviously at 1,67,000 is your total sale value, means the average is standing at 216, means what is that it is giving you? If you are having more number of transactions, then obviously sum of transactions divided by number of transactions. As the divided by value is increasing, this average value is decreasing, right?
Yes.
What is the maximum capacity of your sale? What is that? The maximum capacity that this accessories is holding.
Sorry, ma'am, I have a question on this. Can we
Yes.
do a picking order from largest to lower in this?
Here, again, that comes under sorting. If you click on this sort, here obviously it will sort. On the phones, the value is this much. On that, the maximum value is this much.
So ma'am,
And the
maximum value, that is I'm asking. Maximum value means that what is the maximum value? This is the maximum sale or what? Like
no, let me show. No, let us go back to the data. No, let us not understand something here, guys.
Yes.
Right? Because this picture you should have every time. This picture you should have in your mind. I'm sorting this now. Let me come to phones. Yes, paper. 1 second, guys. Yes. Now, here you are able to see this, right?
Yes.
Under these phones, these are all the transactions. They are selling some Samsung. They are selling some iPhone. They are selling some other phone. All these phones transactions happen, right? From all these phones that the transaction happened, the maximum value, the sale that happened in phones is what?
Okay, maximum.
What is the maximum value you are getting in phones? Here in the data you just showed.
One for.
No, phones. This phone.
Yeah, it's
4,500.
4,548. Yes. What is the minimum on the phones? Let me go to the same. From all the transactions that happened under this phone, let me go to this. If you are not getting any solution, guys, don't sit at Tableau Center. Come to view data level and sit at this page, guys. This gives you so many outputs, guys. What is this phone? How much? What is the minimum value on the phone? 2.97. It is rounded to 3. You're getting my point?
Yes.
Yes, right? Okay. What is the average, guys? What is the average? It will add all. Sorry, your voice is breaking, guys.
Total divided by number of sales. Yeah, I got this. Basically, I mean the minimum means here what the phone which have sold on the minimum price, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, fine. I got this thing because it was not coming in my mind.
Yeah, why? Because why I'm showing you this data level means there is one concept called level of detail. There, to write those calculations, to understand the level of the data, you always, guys, you should never have this in your mind. You should always have, when you are, when one project is allocated to you, just simply sit at, don't do anything, guys. Just simply sit at the data, look at the data for 3 to 4 hours. No, don't even drag any field also. Why? Because understanding the data, understanding the granularities, understanding the level of details is the most important thing, guys. That is why when you are not getting solution, never sit at this place. Come to this place. Okay. Now let us go to the scenario. Now let us talk. Guys, please be here for 15 minutes. Don't distract for anything. I am talking about blended access. Now, tell me one basic thing, guys. When I'm connected to this orders table, here, if you see, all these are coming in one font and something called this measure names, this set, latitude, longitude, orders and measure values, measure name. They are coming in some italic font. That is one observation. And one more thing is that when I'm connected to this orders table, Am I having any such field called measure names or measure values in the view? No. I will
No.
never have this measure names and measure values in any table that I will connect it to. Then from where I'm getting this measure names and measure values means these are the fields that they will get added at the Tableau end. They are the fields that they will get added at the Tableau end. Why Tableau is adding that? I'll explain you. But what are this latitude and longitude means? When you are having your any geographical field, automatically Tableau will add these latitudes and longitudes generated. So what is that topic? We will talk from tomorrow onwards. Tomorrow onwards, the topic is maps, guys. So we'll talk tomorrow. And here, for each of the table that you are connecting to, Tableau will gives you orders of count means the table name of count. Even in your real times, if you are connected to your tables in the projects, table name of count. If you can observe this, table name of count will be coming here. In the prior versions, not very early guys, from later versions of 2018 or so, prior versions like 10.5, 9, 7, 8, we used to have here number of records. We don't used to get like this. We used to have number of records here, but in later versions, I don't remember the version exactly, but not very recent guys, from ages, it is coming like orders, table name of count. Now, what are these measure values? Now, our main concentration is on measure names and measure values. Why? Because here I'm explaining the concept of blended access guys. What is blended access? I'm taking this subcategory wise sales. Now, here I want to show, again, I want to show subcategory wise sales and profits in the form of blended access. So what is meant by blended access? First of all, for this view, where you got your access, guys, this is your access, right? Now I'm bringing profit. Now, instead of dropping the profit like this for the individual axis, I am bringing the second measure. I am dropping it on the existing axis. Where the axis is existing, guys. Here the axis is existing. Now I'm getting two green bars like this. Once I got something to that axis. Now, when I leave this left mouse button, now completely the view got changed. Again, here you are involving two measures, but as I said earlier, you are not getting two separate marks cards. I've just said you that when you are involving more than one measure in the view, obviously, it will gives you more than one mark card. But again, I'm giving you the contradictory statement to what I have given just now. Here I'm clearly not getting more than one measure. And that also some fields called measure names and measure values got involved. And for the first time, I'm able to see something got added to the filter shelf. In all these days, did you ever see anything that got added to filter window? No. For the first time, did you add something to filter window? Have you done anything other than bringing your measure and dropping on the existing axis? Have you done anything else? No, you haven't done anything else. Tableau has taken all these steps and Tableau is showing us this view. What is this view? This is called, basically, this is the blended access view. Then how to understand this view, and before understanding anything, what are these measure names and measure values? And why measure names got added to the filter window? And what is this shelf is called? Something, see, do you have any other shelf other than your marks cards? No. Something got added here in the view also. What are all these? That is what I'm explaining here. Before anything, let us talk about these measure names and measure values.
One quick question here.
Yes.
Now, when you're getting a respective measure into the scale,
Okay.
that is called blending, and that's the reason we are not getting independent marks card for each of the measures which we have added.
Yes.
My question is like, assume we don't have a common scale for the two measures which we are trying to blend. Can we do that as well?
I'll come to that topic also.
Okay, got it.
Okay, common scale means here I'm talking about sales. here, can I talk about number of customers also? Let us come to that point also. There is at least minimum 30 to 35 minutes of explanation is there only on the blended axis.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, sure. Now here, before talking about anything, let us understand about measure names and measure values. So what is measure value means? Measure values will talk about all the measures in your database, all the measures that you got into your tables, all the measures that are present in your data source. What is meant by all the measures, guys? When I'm bringing measure values, did I take any dimension here? Just I'm bringing my measure values here. I got this and I dropped in the row shelf. I'm getting this bar chart. Even when you are bringing your sales to the row shelf, you will get a bar like this, guys. But this bar is talking about only purely solely about here your sum of sales. But when I'm bringing my measure values to the rows, here, of course, it is talking about all these measures. You're able to see, right? All these measures. Measure values will talk about all the measures in your database. Then why I'm getting only the sale value here? The highest value among all the values is sale value. That is why in the bar you are getting this value. But how can I differentiate which measure is what? Of course, I have said that measure values is talking about all the measures in the database. But how can I differentiate or how can I show that? Then to get the headers for each of the measures, measure names are given by Tableau. Then why it is adding these measure names to the filters automatically? Now see, when I don't have measure names here, am I able to get the headers for each of the measure that I'm having in the view? No. But when I'm bringing my measure names, when I'm dropping in the columns, now what is my sale? What is my quantity? Let me click on this. What is the total sale that I'm having in the superstore? What is the total quantity that is there? What is the total, guys, please? Okay. What is the total quantity that I'm having? What is the total profit? What is the total discount? What is the total count? Total count means how many number of rows you are having. That headers are coming from measure names. Yes or no? Now I'm clearing this sheet, guys. So I said that measure names will hold the headers of the measures. Yes or no? That is my statement. I am bringing measure names. Is it holding anything? Measure names will come only into the picture when you are having your measure values into the view. Now I got my measure values. Now I'm bringing my measure names. Now I'm getting headers to each of this. Even if you want to, I swap the rows. Now here you are getting the headers like this. Right? Then why something is getting added to the filter shelf? Now, so how to add this to the filter shelf? That is the next week concept, guys, that will come. But here, if I can show you something, just right click on this. What are all these fields? You will understand, guys. Now just use the option of show filter, guys. When I click on the show filter, now here it is giving me some filters here. What is that this measure names filter is showing me? It is showing me all the measures headers. Yes or no? If I unselect something from this, it is going off from the view. If I unselect something from this, it is going off from the view. So that is why measure names will get added. Why measure names need to get added to the view? Here you are talking about measure values. As a whole, you are talking about measure values. But I'm coming back to sheet 10 where I'm having the basic view, guys. Here you are talking about measure values. What measure values will hold, guys? All the measures in your database. But which measures you are talking here in the view? Only sales and profit. Then automatically the other should be filtered or not. How can you apply the filters? To apply the filters, first you need these headers of the measures. Yes or no? Those headers of the measures got added to the filter window. Now, whichever measure is not showing in the view, they are unselected, and which measure you are showing in the view, they have selected. Yes or no? Till this point, you are clear or not? Till this point. Why? Because I'll add few more points to this.
It's clear. Yeah.
Clear, everyone, right? Now, here, again, I'm clearing the sheet, guys. Now, what is my requirement? I want to add subcategory wise sales. I am bringing profit. I am dropping on the existing axis. So that is how you are bringing your sales and profit to the view. Then what is that it is talking here? What is that I'm showing here? Let me take out subcategory. Let me bring region, guys. Why I'm bringing region? Less member of dimensional field members. Now here at the central wise, I'm talking about sales and profit. But in every view, sales is coming in the next step, profit is coming in the first step. I want to bring sales to the top. Then go to this measure value shelf. Why you are getting measure value shelf here, guys? Because whatever the measures that you are showing, that list of measures is coming. Whichever measures you have selected or unselected, that is happening through the filters. But which measures you are showing, that is shown through this measure value shelf. Then what is that I want here? I want to arrange these sales to be taken to the top. Then here, this shelf is giving us the option to shuffle or arrange the data. That is why measure value shelf is given here to us. Now, am I able to get sales at the front, sales at the top? Yes, I'm able to get. Now, again, what is my next requirement? I want to show quantity also. Then how to show quantity, guys? Bring your quantity. What is the concept of blended axis? Bring your quantity, drop it on the existing axis. Yes or no? Now the quantity is added. Again, I'm pressing Ctrl Z. What is my requirement? I want to add another measure quantity also. How I can add quantity? Either drop it on the existing axis or drop your quantity to the measure value shelf, or I'm pressing Ctrl Z. Or take this filter in the measure of the measure names. Just select quantity from this. What are the three ways that we can add? Either to the existing axis or to the measure value shelf, or select the value from this. Yes or no? Now, what is that we are talking here, guys? We are talking about the bunch of measures in each of the dimensional field member. In the central, what is that sale? What is
your
the
voice
profit?
is not audible.
My voice is not clear.
Yeah, now it is clear.
Clear
Now it
for
is
us.
clear?
Clear for us.
Clear, right? Now, here, what is that I'm talking? Yeah, yes. Now here, what is that I'm talking here? For the region central, what are the bunch of measures? When you want to talk bunch of measures here, then why I'm not having this separate marks cut for each of the measures here, guys? Are you taking in? And one more point we need to observe here is the axis, are you getting separate axis or separate representation here? No. When you're taking that step of blending of axis, now see, let me show you one basic thing. Guys, I'm showing very, very, very basic, minute, small points also. You need to consume each and every point that I'm mentioning here, guys. That is how it will show. A simple question. In the blended axis, how the axis will be represented? Instead of the measure name, you will get the axis name as value. Okay, you will no longer have that measure names. Instead, you will get it as value. That is what you are getting here. Now here, and one more point, I'm getting all of these measures here. How I got these measures? In these three ways. That is fine. These are the existing measures that are available in my database. Those values I'm getting here. That is perfectly fine with these measure names and measure values. But my requirement is not sufficient only with the existing measures. I got the requirement right. I want to see region-wise number of customers also. Obviously, right? I can have it. I have that right to ask any question. I want to see number of orders also. Then what? Then see, I am bringing customer name. I am holding the right mouse button. I will add either to the existing axis or to the measure value shelf. Now, the measure that we are bringing automatically got added to the measure names filter also, and this is selecting or unselecting, that decision is yours. Distinct count of customers. Now this name is not giving me accurate output what I'm showing here. Then what is that I'm doing? Right click on this. Where I'm right clicking on this? Right click on this. Click on edit alias. Customer. Yes or no? Now I'm getting customer count here. Like that, if you want to bring the number of orders, bring your count of orders. If you right click on this count of orders here I'm talking. Here are you able to change the name? I want to change the name of this. Here is it giving you the option to change, or else let me go to this. Count of order ID. Then here are you able to? Then go to this space where you are showing that. Just try to edit the alias. Now order count. Perfect. So this is how you will bring your required measures. Is it a different scale or same scale, guys? Here you are talking about lakhs. Here, even what is that we are talking, guys? Discounts. But discounts will ever be sum of discounts. So always I want to take average of discounts. Then discounts are of percentage type. The sales is in lakhs, but here when you are taking discounts, every time it is showing 0. Why it is showing 0? It is talking about the percentages, right? Now just go to the discounts in the measure values, go to this format, and here under this I am taking this percentage. Are you getting percentages? Is it different scale or same scale? Different scale. Yes or no? Will you be able to show lakhs, thousands, even hundreds, even percentages, decimals?
Ma'am, one quick question here. Now, when you're projecting average discount on a scale which is usual scale, right, from 0 to infinity. So, I mean, we are projecting 10.93 for West region, right? So, is it not a wrong way of projection? Because my scale is talking something and what I have in the subcategories?
No. See,
Regions?
what is that I'm talking here? In the central, this is the total sale that I'm getting. This is the profit that I'm getting. This is the quantity of order I got. This much of customer count, this much of orders. Average discount I offered in the central region is this much.
Okay. So basically it is summarizing
The bunch of
related to your
measures.
sales.
Yes.
Yeah.
Related to my region, I'm talking about all the measures that I'm having. Bunch of measures. I'm going back. I'm going to sheet 11, guys. Now see, again, I'm taking region, sales, profit, quantity, discount, count distinct of customer ID, count of customer ID. This is also giving me the same output. Yes or no? Here, just I need to change this to average. That's it. Other than that, what is that you are showing in sheet 10 and what is that you are showing in sheet 11? More or like they're similar, right?
But access,
here
individual
this
access is
Individual access, and here this is the relative comparison. Here you are talking as a bunch at the central level. What is your details here?
got it.
Yes or no?
Yeah.
So yeah, that is what. Here it is not about the scale that you are getting, guys. This scale is not at all giving you any such inputs about the values that you are showing. Why? Because something you are talking about profit, something you are talking about. Now, let me, as we are talking about the scale, right? Region is giving all the positive profits. Let me take out this. I'm bringing subcategories. Let me take out it as standard. If I take entire view, the view will be like, if I take, the view will be shrunken and you are unable to see anything, right? That is why based on the view, you need to take the decision whether to take it as which fit more will suits the best. Just take that value. So leave about this. But let us come to this point. What is the access that I'm getting, guys? When I'm having my region, as I don't have any negative values, I'm getting that scale, positive scale of 0 to some 380K, 480K something. But as soon as the negative values got involved here, the scale got changed. Why I'm unable to show any bar for this average of discounts? In total, what is this average of discount, guys? It will vary from 0 to 1 only, right? But on your scale, what is the value you're talking? You're talking in lakhs. In relative to the lakhs bar that you are getting, will you be able to get any length for the bars that you are having for your discounts? No, only if you are having your discounts, then that is another case. There the relative comparison is one discount to another discount. Here you are getting this length of the bars like this much length of the bar you are getting. Because what is here, what is the relativeness here? One subcategory's discount is relative to another subcategory's discount. But is it the same here in this case? No. Here on this blended axis, where the scale is defined on the maximum availability and the minimum availability of the data, where your value is lying, based on the relative comparison, will you be able to get any bar length of the bars for this? No. Yes or no?
It will
Yes,
be
yes,
minimal, right?
Yeah, it's
It
very
is a
minimal.
minimal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
Got it, right? So now this is about the blended axis. Till this point clear? I want to add few more points to this. Till this point, are you clear? Everyone, even very minute doubt, not doubt, guys, minute doubt, I'm here to explain. Okay.
Kalpana, average discount, what change you have done?
I haven't done. I just taken. I have changed the format. Earlier we got it as in the decimals, right? Every time you are able to see, right? I have taken automatic now here. So by default, Tableau will take this automatic. Now the value is coming as 0. On the decimals, 0.21, 15% means how that will be mentioned in decimals, guys. 0.1548, something like that, right? That, what is that I have done? I changed that to percentage. That's it. With 2 decimal places or 1 decimal.
One question. Actually, here in every region it's showing as profit, right? When we using subcategory, loss is showing in some categories. So
that is what. See, let us again let us understand the basics. At the region level, where I'm having 4 regions, as a total, it is giving me profits only. What
Yes.
is that it is happening under the data? For example, for each region, I'm bringing subcategory, guys. In the central, for accessories, it is getting profit. For on appliances, whatever that it is offering, it is getting negative. That means loss. Again, profit, loss, loss, loss. But in total, when you add all these values, you will get profit only.
Yes.
Let me take only subcategory, guys. Only subcategory, and again, I'm getting profit. Now, where you are getting loss, guys? Tables, right? Again, let us go to the data. That is what? Root back to your data, guys. Never ever sit at the view. Now I'm taking this. Let me bring profit here. Now I'm going to the last. Tables will be available at the last. When in the view, what is that you are getting? Tables is giving you the loss, right? How much? Minus 17,000. You are able to see this value, right? In the back end. Tables is giving a loss of minus 17,000. Now I'm at the data level, guys. Now from where these tables is starting? From here the tables have started. Is every transaction in table is giving you loss? No, there are some positive values. You're able to see this, right? Guys,
Yes. Yes.
is every table value is giving loss? No, it is giving profit. Where it is giving profit? Under this region, for this product, for the state, for the year. There might be some other dimensions that are including. But as a whole, at every transaction level of tables, it is not giving you the loss. But when you're talking about tables in total, what is that it needs to do? It needs to add all these values, and whatever the value that is coming, it will be showing. This time it is negative. But when I'm bringing region, at the region level, what is that the sale value, the profit value of this will be adding, whichever will be high, the negative value or the positive value will be high. Based on that, the value is coming here, right?
Yes.
Yes, right?
Ma'am, one quick question again to follow one. Now, for an example, one particular region is not showing any profits. In the sense, when you have summed up everything, that particular region or the subcategory is underperforming. So in
Okay.
that case, that will not be populated in our relative comparison, right? Can we project that as a 0? Not here. If you go to the relative,
If the value is 0, obviously, if whatever the positive values you are getting is equal to the negative values that you are getting, that value will be coming as 0. It will never be null. What is meant by null? If you don't have any data.
blank. Yeah. Ma'am, can you
Don't.
quickly go back to the another sheet which we were working? Yeah. Here, like assume like for central, we don't have any profits.
Okay.
So currently it is 39.
No. Give me one more statement. Tell me one more statement. When you will not have any profits?
When we are, I mean that
When
particular
the positive
when we don't
values
have profit. Sorry, please
that is
go ahead.
what, when you will never have any profit, when you are having your positive values is equal to negative values, then the total will be 0.
Yeah.
Yes or no? So,
Yeah.
or else you are doing the sales at a 0, like with 0 profits. You are not
Yeah.
at all expecting anything. Then also
Ma'am,
some number will exist like 0, right?
yeah, true.
Then
Now,
when you are
again, this is a hypothetical question which I'm asking. Now, say for an
fine.
example. Mhm.
Tell me, whatever.
Yeah.
Guys, your doubts will give so many insights to others, guys. Please raise your doubts.
Yeah. Now, in central, for all the subcategories, even if you sum up, we are not into the profits. In fact, the profits are, we are incurring losses. In that case, still do we continue to project it as 0, or does the scale shows as in negative?
Negatives,
It
no
will go in
zeros.
negative.
No. Guys, here this is like our child's play, like that. We are working on this and we are taking this. But in real times, when the values are millions, see, let me tell you, I can't reveal my project, but in my project, the numbers are in billions, guys. If you miss even some after rounding here, they'll round it off to 3
Decimals.
decimals. 3 decimals, they will round it off.
Yeah.
If you miss even one single decimal, just understand the amount that you are showing, how much difference you will get.
True. I mean, that's the
Right?
whole question, ma'am. Yeah. So rather than projecting it as 0, or can I project it as a negative value there?
If it is a 0, it is a 0. How you are getting your 0? Tell me. How you are getting your profit as 0 after these many transactions might be whatever the profit that you are getting from some of the table transactions might be equal to the negative transactions that are happening at the other end.
Yeah, absolutely.
Then obviously the default aggregation is sum. They will add all these values. If it is a 0, then it is a 0. If it is a negative, then it is a negative.
Okay.
I think if
Got
we go by subcategory, I think it will be
Now let me take
answer to
here. I am having
this
region,
question,
right?
I think.
Let me introduce subcategory also here. Now here, what is that I'm talking? Here, just talk about appliances, guys. Here talk about profit. Here talk about, there are many. So where the value is minimum, I want to show you that. Now the minimum loss that we got is this only. Under machines for this West region, under machines, we are getting 619. So how you are getting this 619 here, guys? So no such value. No minimum value other than this. So what is that you are getting 619 loss means? Tell me, under machines. Now see, multiple dimensions involved for this West region. Now, the factors that you need to consider in understanding your data is involving these many dimensions. What is that? For the region, where is my region? Yes, this is the region. For the subcategory, I'm bringing subcategory, region, and let me bring the profit. Now, for which region I'm talking? I'm talking about West region. Now I have come to West region. Now here, again, I'm under West region. Which one I'm talking about? Under West region, I'm talking about these machines. Under West, I'm coming like supplies. M will be West. M. Where is this West, guys? Under West. Let me go to this. 1 second, guys. This is not at all. Yeah. Here we are having machines. Now, what is that we are talking here? Under West region, I am talking about the machines. Even if it takes time, let us do this, guys. 223, again, all these values will be added, right? So this transaction they are having for this West region for machines on this date, on this year, on this year, on this year, like that, they are having different transactions. irrespective of which time and irrespective of which year it is doing this transactions. Why? Because here is not my concern. I'm just looking at what is that it happened under West for the machines. Then these are all the transactions happened for the machines under West region. Now what is that I will do? I will add all these values, yes or no?
Yeah,
This bunch of
simply add all
values.
this.
Uh,
Or no?
Ma'am, it's clear, but one fundamental question here. Now, for machines, there were few records where the profit is showing under negative, right? Is it
Yes.
like the firm would have sold than less than the operating cost which they have incurred? Why it is
Yes.
in the negative?
Why it is in the negative means there are some factors that what is the sale value, what is at which cost they got this product, and because of that stock or because that it is that expiry date is coming soon, they want to clear all the old stock that they are having. They might be what is that it is affecting. There are many other factors. What is the cost of this? How many years you are holding this? And what is that storage in which like the other factors like the shop rent or that there might be many factors, right?
Yeah, understood.
Including all of those, when you are giving this product under West region, if you are giving this furnishings at this price means it is giving you the loss. How you got the loss? There are other root causes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, understood. Thank you.
Everyone clear, right?
Yep. One small
Yes.
question. Can
Yes.
we divide a subcategory and profit for the subcategory into different axes in this sheet 10?
Here, what is that? What is that? Here,
Subcategory and subcategory profit into different axes.
you want in a different axis.
Yes, in that sheet only. Sheet 10 only.
Here you want.
Yes.
This is the profit that you are getting here. No, I haven't got your question.
A subcategory wise profit.
Just subcategory wise, I'm showing this. These are the subcategories that I'm having. I got my measure values. Again, as you asked, I am taking another profit here. But if you expect your view to be like this, then this is not possible. Why? Because you're already addressing these many measures here. Again, if you want all together, this new view means no, it is not possible.
Sure. That is my point. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I got you. I got you. So why? Because here you are already having some headers for each of the measures that you are bringing. And again, these measure names got involved, measure values got involved. When all these, like you started, like you want to go to some place, but all of a sudden, if you wish to go to some other place means that is not possible here. Chiranjeevi movie means expect Chiranjeevi movie only. Don't expect Amitabh Bachchan movie. That is what I'm saying. Okay. Now, if you are clear till this point, I want to add few more. Still not completed, guys. I know you are exhausted, but still not completed. I want to add few more points. Okay. Will that be fine if I add few more points here? Okay. Now what is that?
Yes, yes.
I'm taking out this profit. I'm having this subcategory. Let me take region, guys. Why? Because, okay, let us keep subcategory only. Now, this is my view, guys. I'm taking out some few measures here just to show few measures. I just want to show only this. Sales, quantity, and profit. And now this is my view, guys. I want to color this view, guys. I want to color the view that I'm having. Then what? I am bringing subcategory to the color. First, I brought subcategory to the color. Then what is that? Each subcategory, under each subcategory, whatever the measures that you are having, all these are taking one color. Yes or no? So each of the subcategory, even how many measures that you are having, every measure is taking the same color. Why? Because you added subcategory to the color. Obviously, discrete dimensions will take a separate color for each of the dimensional field member that it is having. Clear? Now I'm taking out subcategory. Now, as I'm having this measure names and measure values in the view, I thought of taking measure names to the color. This view I got by because of this subcategory and measure names and measure values. Then I have every right to take measure names to the color. Yes or no? Now what is that it is happening? What measure names will consist of, guys? Measure names will have the headers of your measures. So for each of the measure names that you are having, each header is taking one separate color. Sales is taking blue color, profit is taking orange color, and quantity is taking red color. That will get repeated in how many places you are having your sales, profit, and quantity. Yes or no? Yes. Now I'm taking out these measure names from the color, guys. Now, what is the other one I'm having? I am having measure values. Now I'm bringing measure values to the color. Now, if you observe the scale, here you are able to see the scale, right? Measure value scale. Now, what is this minus 17,725, guys? From where you are getting this minus 17,725? This is the profit value that I'm having
Profit,
in the
it is showing
database.
like,
Yeah, this
yes.
is the least value, but this is coming from profit, some other measure. And what is the highest value it is taking? 3,30,000. From where it is coming? This is coming from sales. Then, will this output draw any conclusions for you?
No, ma'am,
Because
it is not basically.
Different scales
obviously, right?
altogether.
It is taking something else, and it is taking at this point, it is taking something else.
Yes, yes.
Then what we need to do? Then here, right click on the measure values that you have taken in the color window. Then go to use separate legends. When you click on this use separate legends, what is that it is doing here? Now, whatever the values that you have taken, each of the measure is giving you one separate color window.
Okay.
One separate color legend. Now here I'm changing this sum of sales. Now what is that I'm changing here? I'm changing it to orange blue diverging. Now which one got colored? All the sales that I'm showing here, they got colored. Why we are getting these others also colored? Means by default profit is also taking this blue color. That is why it is coming. Now here I'm changing this profit to some other different color, guys. Let us take it as purple. Total purple I am taking. Now see, shades of purple is coming. Now I am going to this quantity. Now I am taking this quantity as some green and blue diverging. But here, as the length of the bars is very minimal, you are unable to see the coloring. But how to give this coloring? Use separate legends will help you. Again, if I right click here, this time the option will be combine the legends. When you combine the legends, here it will consider the minimum value and the maximum value. That's it. Understood? Everyone. Now,
Yes.
yes, right? So this is about blended access, guys. So now here I'm not taking subcategory, I'm taking region just to have minimal number of dimensional fields. This is my blended access. This is what I have built. This is my blended access. Under this blended access, can I able to take my nesting of dimensions? Yes, obviously it is giving you the nesting of dimensions. Can I able to take small multiple dimensions? Yes or no? For this region, for this category, I'm getting this. Yes, obviously you can take this. So nesting of dimensions and small multiples is also possible with blended axis also. How many of you clear? If you are clear, I'm not discussing the scenarios today, guys. Why I'm not discussing the scenarios means just consume whatever that we discussed today. Let us solve the scenarios. Only no scenarios are big scenarios, guys. Only one scenario we need to discuss is clearly. This scenario. The last scenario will be important. Why it is important? I already explain this scenario, guys. Even with the scenarios you just practice today. And if you have any doubts, just ask me. Let us look at the scenarios. Year-wise customer count and order count representation of blended axis. Now, what is that they are asking? Year-wise, they are asking customer count and order count. But here, these two are never a part of the measures. Even if they are not part of the measures, then directly can I be able to use the option of this blended axis or not? That is also one question, right? Now, once you start implementing the way that you are taking, obviously you can start talking about the concept of blended axis. Even they are not part of the measures, but you converted them to measures, they got added to the measure value shell, and that is how you are building your. When year is in the first place, then you will get year-wise customer count and order. If you are bringing this like this, then measure values are coming first and years are coming next. Can I take measure values into the columns? Yes, obviously. Customer count and order count. Vertically it is coming. It is looking like same like something like individual axis. But here you are not having the behavior of individual axis where you need to have that multiple marks card, where you need to have separate axis. But why it is coming like this? Will it allow on the right hand side of this measure values? No, it will never allow you to take. So where you are taking your measure names, it will change the view accordingly. Okay. Now, so with this understanding, you can solve all these scenarios, guys. Display customer segment wise, category wise, total sales and average discounts in the form of blended axis. Can you do this? Yes, you can do this. Display blended axis to display subcategory wise, sum of sales, average sale, min sale, maximum sale. This is the scenario that I want to talk about. So what is this scenario? Let us talk about this. Here, what is it they are asking me? They are asking me subcategory wise, sum of sales, and again what? Min sale, max sale. So all these measures are readily available for you. I thought I'm bringing sum of sales. In my mind, I'm saying that I'm thinking that I will bring sum of sales one more time and I will change the aggregation to max. Why? Because here I want to show subcategory wise sum of sales, average sale, minimum sale, and maximum sale. Then in my mind, I'm keeping that and I'm bringing sum of sales and I'm dropping it here. Is it accepting that? Why? Because again, you are bringing the same scale. Again, you are bringing the same aggregation. Will it accept? No, it is not accepting. It is not accepting the concept of blended axis. Then what is that we need to do? First, change the aggregation at the view level. Average of sales. Or else, what is the other way? We have seen yesterday. Hold the right mouse button and try to add these aggregations. Now I'm taking average of sales. Now it is giving you the measure value shelf. Once you got your measure value shelf, again, I'm thinking that I'll bring sum of sales one more time to measure value shelf and I'll change the aggregation. But again, it will not accept. Why? Because already the sum of sales is existing in the measure value shelf. This time, change this to maximum of sale. Now bring same sum of sales one more time. Again, change it to min of sales. Then in the last, what is the aggregation you want? That aggregation I am bringing as sum of. Just drag it like this. Sum of sales, max of sale, average of sale, min of sale. On the same measure, we are taking different aggregations here. Yes or no? You are clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Everyone clear? So these are the scenarios, guys. Your work is to complete the scenarios of this blended axis, this individual axis, and this nesting of dimensions and small multiples. By tomorrow, everyone should complete these, guys. Why? Because tomorrow we'll start dual axis and maps, guys. Very important. So till this point, whatever that we discussed, please complete by tomorrow. Okay. Anyone? Any doubt? I'm here
Ma'am,
to.
I have a general question basically.
Yes.
I'm just
Your voice is
creating all the
Your
visualization
voice
on the
is
Tableau
breaking.
public. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So is it clear now?
Yes, it is clear now.
So basically, what I'm asking, I'm creating all the visualizations, practicing on Tableau public. Okay. So while saving the workbook and all, so it is asking the credential. So do we need to give the credential or create some ID on the Tableau public? Then it will be a store
Yes,
or
yes,
how?
you need to have your username, password, your email ID and password. And what I'm saying is that don't save your work with your name, guys. You will have your dashboards published to show your proficiency. Once you keep your resume, what is that you have done in Tableau means don't show all this, whatever that you are learning. Don't show all your works. Keep some other email ID and whatever that you are doing, just post it on that. Okay. When your official mail ID, official profile means just post them as a dashboards. From dashboards onwards, you just post them. Even this, whatever that you are learning, that don't post that. Go to the data, get some data, present that data and post to show the capabilities of Tableau, to show your learning capabilities.
But when we are creating some sheets and something like that, so if we'll to store all these things, all the sheet, we need to store now, ma'am. We need to save now on Tableau public. So how it will?
You need to save at sheet level also. It will get saved. That is what I'm saying.
So
Create
for
another
that,
profile.
so for that also it is asking credential for saving and all.
Yes, that is a public platform, right?
Yeah.
How you will access your platform with your username and password.
So we need to create one account, then we will able to save the.
Create one account and publish.
Okay. So we'll first of all we'll save all these things, and while creating the dashboard, then we can just publish it if we required. Otherwise, let's see.
No, whatever. Either you are publishing your sheet or dashboard. Once you enter your credentials and once you click on publish means your sheets will also get published. What I'm saying is that don't publish your sheets into your Tableau public with your profile name.
Okay.
When you are having your Tableau public profile means it should show your proficiency, not your learning skills. That is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Any other doubts other than this?
In that sheet, why labels are not reflecting for some?
And one more point, guys. Yes, as you are talking about labels, I remember one point. Let me go back to this, guys. One more point. When we are talking about individual axis, let me show you which labels you are talking about. First, what is that label you are talking about? Tell me.
Average label. Average sales here.
Here, the space is not enough.
Okay.
The space is not enough to fit the values. Okay. Now, as you spoken about labels, now I remember this. I'm getting subcategory, guys. I'm showing a simple text table like this. Then, am I getting the label that what is that I'm talking here, guys? I'm talking about sales. Yes or no? But what is that you will present on the dashboard? What is that you will give it to your end user? you will give your rows or mark card, everything it will go to the end user. No, if I take the sheet, what is that I'm giving? Only this sheet I'm giving. Which measure you are talking about here? Are you getting any header here? No, but if I bring profit like this, more than one measure means, obviously this measure names got involved and you are getting your labels like sales and profits. Which one you are talking about? But when you are having only one diamond, one measure here in the view, when you are having a simple text table, then it will not have the names here, measure name here. Then to get that measure name, what is that we need to do? Just drag your measure values, whatever that measure values you are having, right? This is just a workaround, guys. Drag your measure values and drop. You will get some rectangular symbol like this, guys. You will get this, show me like this. Then drag your measure values one more time. Then you will get your sales. Even when you are having one normal measure, when you are having in general, when you are having one measure value shelf will never get introduced, guys. When you're when you are having your more than one measure, then only this measure value shelf is getting introduced. But to get the name here, what is your workaround? Just drag it. Drag measure values one more time like this. Clear? Okay. So this is from my end for today, guys. Any doubts? I'm here to explain. Yes. Yes, tell me. Okay.
No, ma'am.
Again publish. No. Again publish the same to the with some other. You are saying you are having 2 or 3 credentials. You want to publish to those 2 profiles. Yeah, you will have 2 logins, right? Just log in with one more account and just publish. Okay. Do you have syllabus? Go to Tableau Public. Here, manage my profile, or if you are having more than one profile, then log out from that profile. Again, if you come back to this, it will ask for your credentials. Here, when you are signing in, just sign in with another credentials. Again, yeah, again that will redirect you to another page. More than one user you want to publish at a time. That is what you are saying. No, you are asking me that at a time you want to publish to 2 sheets. That is what you are asking, right? No, that is not possible. Individually, you need to go, you need to publish. Guys, don't do anything on Tableau Public. Guys, just simply go to Tableau Public, just go to the resources or discover and just look at the data, or just go to this search and just search with samples. Don't do any other thing, guys. Sample Superstore dashboards. Just go to this, guys. So many dashboards will be there. Don't do anything, guys. Just simply sit, just look at these dashboards and try to do the reverse engineering. What is that they have done? If you go to this, for some of them in the download, they will give the option to download the workbook. In some of them, they will not give the option to download this. See here, they are not giving you the option to download Tableau workbook. But in few cases, so where are we? In few cases where you go to
Ma'am, one question here. In the dashboard, we have seen many arrow-like structure, like that KPIs I'm talking about. So these all will be learned in next class, right? In coming class.
everything. KPIs are such important scenarios where without KPIs you can't cross. Guys, every statement that I'll give now, I'll say the same statement, guys. You will not cross the river of Tableau without LODs, without KPIs, without dashboards, even without your data blending, without table calculations, without. See how you will get when all of a sudden from 11 lakhs, how you will jump to 20 lakhs, guys. You need to have this proficiency.
Yes, yes.
What is that you are defining? What, are you able to define this or not? Just with the knowledge that we are having, with the knowledge that we are, after few days, I'll ask I'll ask all of you to build this, guys. I'll give enough content to build all this, and you need to replicate this and you need to show it to me. I'll tell you when. Why? Because certain topics needs to be completed before getting all of this. Then I'll ask you. Okay?
Okay.
Yes. Okay, guys. If any other doubts, please let me know. Or else
No.
let us end our sessions.
Yeah.
Okay, no other doubts, right?
No.
Everyone registered at rayapatianalytics.com?
Yes, ma'am.
Everyone able to access the content that we are showing here? Why?
Yeah.
Because you need to download, guys, before coming to tomorrow's session, I'm asking you to download this Global Superstore, guys. Why you require this? I'll tell you tomorrow, but you need to download Global Superstore data set.
Okay.
Everyone
Sample
needs.
Superstore we have downloaded. Sample Superstore, but global also.
Yeah. For tomorrow's session, you need to have Global Superstore downloaded into your machine.
Okay.
Okay, everyone. Is the content to force? What is meant by your
Hi.
content?
Oh, okay.